What's up, everybody? Mark Parson, Cornerback Pro. All right, guys. So this video, I got a email from Cameron. So shout out to Cameron. Thanks for the question. All right. So he just asked the question about high tops. At DB, any skill position really, especially DB. He asked me what do I prefer, high tops or the low cuts? Obviously, like a high top would be like this type of shoe, right? Like right here. And a low cut, let's see. I want to get you a really good example. Like, yeah, right here, or let's go even lower. Okay, like these Under Armours right here. And let me show you, I think, because I'm on the Dick's Sporting Goods. So yeah, but basically you get what I'm saying. So the low cuts right here, okay? So here's what I would do. Here's my recommendation for you guys. If you have, look, you got to protect your ankles at the end of the day. This is how we did it. When in college and in the pros, we had mandatory, you had to get ankle support. So basically, it was mandatory to tape your ankles. Okay? It was mandatory. That means you could get fined. We're talking about like $400 to $1,000 just getting fined for something like that. Yeah, it's that important. Because once you roll your ankle once, it usually is weaker. You know what I mean? And it's just not weaker for like, oh, okay, I'm out. It's like forever weaker until you like rehab it, and possibly if it, depending on how bad the roll was, which happened to me when I was in Houston, because I wore this ankle brace, but it wasn't really a brace. It was just like a wrap, and it was just, I ended up getting fined for it, and I rolled my ankle really bad, and it was done. Like it's still kind of loose to this day. Um, it wasn't smart at all, man. It actually slowed me down and everything. But the point is, you need ankle support. But here's how we did it. In practice, during the season, in practice, and in the game, we had mandatory tapings, right? So we would tape them. So basically, when you're competing, what you should be wearing are the low cuts. All right, so let's do this. I like Nikes more. So we got the Nike Men's Vapor Untouchable Pro Football Cleats. All right, so right here, the Nike Men's Vapor Speed 2 TD. So cleats like this right here, these are the ones you want to wear. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Nike website. Yeah, it's right here. You want to wear the low cuts because they're light. So you want to. I'm gonna read it for you. So you want ultra lightweight fit type of cleats. Obviously, because why? Because speed and quickness is your game. You want things built for speed. If you watch the track guys, what do they wear? Obviously, they're running straight, so they're not cutting and stuff. But they're wearing the lightest spikes you can, and they're not covering the ankles. They're not high tops, right? So that's what you want to wear when you're competing. Now, here's the kicker. Check this out. Here's what I did when I first really started getting serious in high school, and I took it with me. In the off season, okay, what I would do is, that's when you're doing your running workouts with the team, you're doing all this stuff. Look, when you're training, then you want to get these cleats. So you're going to have at least 2 pairs of cleats. You're going to have your season cleats and your camp, when you go to the camps to get recruited and all that stuff. Those type of cleats, which I just pointed out, the low cut. All right, the pretty boy cleats. Yeah, you gotta look nice. You gotta look pretty out there. You gotta be light for speed. Then you want to get the heaviest, bulkiest, ugliest for your training. So when you're doing your hills, when nobody's watching, that's when you wear these. I had the bulkiest cleats, man. They were ugly. They were heavy. I made sure that they were extra heavy. You know what I mean? So usually those they don't even cost that much, So these extra bulky cleats, that's what I got. And the reason for it is, obviously, you just want as much resistance as possible when you're training. So when I'm running my 110s and my 400s or my 40s or my 10s and 20s, whatever you're doing, you're training, you're doing your ladder drills, these are the cleats you wear. All right? that's when you grind and you wear the heavy cleats, because here's what happens. When it's time, when the season roll up or when it's camp time and you put these cleats on, man, you're gonna feel like you running on air. All right, so this is a tip that I remember when my man Cameron emailed me the question. So yeah, man, try it. Try it. You can be like, Dad, yo, Coach Mark, he got a point, man. And it's gonna change your game. All right. So you're just gonna feel extra nice when you put on the new cleats. Um, uh, the lightweight cleats. It's like, to give you an analogy, like it's like if you bench pressing, right, and you going heavy, heavy. So let's say you really pushing 225, 245 on the bench press, and then you put 135 on the bar. It's super light. It's like a mental thing, right? So same thing with your cleats. But please, I'm gonna no disrespect or no offense, and usually when people say no offense, it's usually gonna be offended. No offense to Cam Newton. But man, when I was in Atlanta, oh my God, and that's where they're from. That's where he's from. Man, he's the ugliest. Look, he's the ugliest cleats ever. DBs, quarterbacks can do that. I don't even like it when I see receivers wearing them. But bruh, are you serious? Well, I need ankle support, man. Look, tape your ankles. Now you're like, oh, what about ankle braces? All right, if you don't have time, because obviously if you're in high school, you probably don't have you only have one trainer and they don't have time. You're in a rush to get your ankles taped. I understand that. So in practice, rock the ankle braces. I remember a quick story about that when I was in Houston, okay, and Houston's really close to New Orleans, so we used to do the training camp together with the team with New Orleans, and we were in practice, and I forgot his freaking name, man. Oh man, he was a rookie out of Illinois. Was it Illinois? Yeah, but now I think he's with the Bears now. He's a young guy, but I remember when it was like not cool to rock ankle braces. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh man, you look like you in high school type of ball player or like creative player with. It was just silly. But I remember we were on the sideline and Malcolm Jenkins and I forgot who else it was, but they were joking on old buddy when they were doing the punt return, the anti-gunner, the corners when they do the double team on punt team because he had ankle braces on, and then ended up getting yoked up from the double team, and it just looked bad. I forgot his name, but yeah, man, ankle braces ain't really pretty at the end of the day. And you like, well, Mark, why is it cure? I want to be. Look, man, corner is a certain type of feel, man, certain type of style, certain type of swag. You feel me? So it's just you want to look good because coaches pay attention to that. You'd be surprised. It's about presentation. Same time, it's about performance. So in practice, I get it. Rock ankle braces so you can protect yourself. But in the game, you need to get your ankles taped, and you need to wear the best cleats possible for you to be successful, be fast, and look good on film. So a lot of people also don't understand that certain colors of your shoes, your socks actually make you appear faster on film too. Okay, and I'll get into that in another video. But yeah, man, DBs, please don't wear these. Don't wear them. I was like, yo, what are those, man? Oh, the Cam Newtons. I'm like, oh my God. Leave that for the quarterbacks and the quarterbacks. That's all I can think of. But hopefully you get the point. So like right here, these are the type of cleats you would rock, you know, for your training. When you're working out, you want to get the heaviest cleats possible. And then come over here. I'm on the Nike website right here. Something like this is really nice. I like these two, the Nike. Yeah, that's the same thing. So I'm on a Dick Sporting Good page right here. and you should be good. So you should at least have two pairs of cleats. Have your season cleats where you're in a game, and your camp cleats where those are low cut. Make sure you get tape to protect your ankles. If need be, you can rock the ankle braces. But then when you train and get the heaviest, biggest, clunkiest I don't know if I just made that word up, cleats possible. So they'll be heavy. So when you have to pick up your toe, it's a little harder. When you pick up your knees when you run, it's harder, right? And then you'll be feeling like you're running on air when you're running at 40 at that camp, or when you're guarding nobody in training camp. And in the game, you got to run an 80-yard touchdown after that interception. Okay? And just if I had an X symbol, I would X out of these for my DBs. That's for my DBs. Shout out to Cam Newton though. All right, guys. So hopefully that gives you a little insight. Always look nice. You look good, you're gonna feel good. You feel good, it's from Dion. You're gonna play good. You play good, it's gonna pay good. And that means scholarship or the big leagues. The first gotta get the scholarship first, right? All right, guys. MP Mark Parson signing off. Oh yeah, hit me up cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Make sure you guys get the program. You already know what it is. You got to get better today. You need to be fast, explosive, strong, quick. Okay, so notice I didn't really focus on getting big right now. People ask me about that, gaining weight. Look, man, that's gonna come. That's gonna come if you do the right things. But you don't want to just gain weight. You don't want to gain body fat. You need to gain muscle, and that muscle needs to be explosive and fast twitch. All right, so hit me up. Peace.